Hi, I'm Richard Findlay. I'm a professional wood turner with over 20 years experience at the lathe. Welcome to my workshop and my new YouTube channel. Here's some of what you can expect to see coming up in my videos. You might have seen some of my Instagram posts and videos, or you might have read some of the articles that I've written for the UK Wood Turning magazine, or you might have seen me demonstrate around the UK or possibly even in Ireland or the USA. If not, if you don't know who I am or what I do, or you've never seen me work before, well, you're welcome along, and I hope you enjoy the content that I'm going to be posting here on YouTube. I've been posting on Instagram for probably getting on for nearly 10 years now, and I'm going to continue posting on Instagram. But what I find is, certainly at the minute and the way that Instagram is currently, they are really looking for shorter videos. I recently posted a longer video that was I think it was about 11 minutes long. And as I posted it, there was a warning came up from Instagram that said, this video is too long. It will not get as much reach as a shorter video would. And when I looked at the analytics for the video, the average view time was about a minute for an 11-minute video. So I think Instagram probably isn't the place for a longer format video, but I think YouTube probably is. You can put YouTube on your big TV in your living room and watch it from your comfy sofa rather than trying to squint at a little phone screen. So I'm really hoping that I can use my YouTube videos to go into a bit more detail, maybe expand on some of the information that I can give that I previously would have tried to fit into an Instagram video, but I'm now going to be able to do that hopefully in a nice high quality, with good quality video and sound, and to entertain and inform you about your wood turning. My videos tend to focus more on technique rather than projects. There probably will be some smaller projects, but my focus tends to be more on technique. I really do believe that with good technique, you can apply that technique to your projects and it will help you, in any situation really. Sometimes when you learn to turn a project, that's all you learn to turn, and sometimes the skills aren't necessarily transferable. But if you learn a technique and you have a good understanding of it, generally speaking, you can apply that technique across your turning and it will help you to develop. So I tend to look more at these techniques, whether it's a turning technique, whether it's the way to manipulate a tool, whether it's sharpening a tool, whether it's a problem that people have with a tool or with a shape that they often get a catch with or something like that. Perhaps it might even be dealing with a difficult type of wood, something like that. And what I'd like you to do is, if you do have a problem with your wood turning, or you've got a question, pop it in the comments below, and it will help me sort of compile my thoughts and ideas into future content here on my YouTube channel. So it's really useful to be able to make videos that people want to watch, So if you can put across your thoughts, your problems, your ideas of things that you want to see me turn or explain, then by all means I will do my best to put a video out explaining those things. Now, most of my work is production spindle turning, so I'm probably best known as a spindle turner, and you can see from this video this is a stylized acorn finial that I've been turning. Spindle turning is my main thing, but I do make bowls as well. I tend not to use green wood or make hollow forms, so you won't see any of that on my channel. I also don't tend to do the sort of the colouring and the painting and the texturing, things like that. It tends to be more kind of core wood turning techniques that you'll find here. But I just want to be a good source for good, safe, reliable wood turning information. I know I've looked around on YouTube, and there's some really good turners out there putting out some really good videos. There's also a few, not so good, and I really want to be one of the ones that you choose to come to for your wood turning information. I was amazed recently when I demonstrated at the AAW symposium in St Paul. I did a demo about the skew chisel. I sort of called it a skew chisel masterclass. And although in my head I imagined that most of the American turners would be more interested in the more artistic side of things. I was amazed at the turnout in my demo. There was standing room only, and it was really, really busy. And it was great to see that there's still an interest in the more traditional side of turning. And I think the skew chisel in particular has a certain sort of mystique about it. It's a bit of a mystery. People do struggle with it and tend to get catches and things like that. So again, skew chisel will be an area that I'm going to be explaining in some of my videos. And I hope that I can help you to become more confident with your skew chisel. My workshop is set up in such a way that I can bring in boards of timber and convert it into blanks ready for turning. So I've got a table saw, a band saw, a planer thicknesser, as well as my lathe. So there's probably going to be videos looking at those things as well. The lathe that I use is a Wadkin RS8 that was built in 1950. So I'm probably going to do a video with a bit of a lathe tour as well. So there's probably going to be videos about the machines, about setting up different machines and things like that. So any of those things that you want to know about, again, put your questions in the comments, and I can look at those in my future videos. The other thing I've become known for a little bit on my Instagram feed is I do occasional challenges, and the last few Christmases I've done a Christmas challenge, which has been sort of skew chisel challenges to turn, a snowman, Christmas tree, that sort of thing. And they've been really popular on Instagram, and I'd probably like to bring those over here as well. So I'm really looking forward to posting more videos here, and I hope you enjoy the content that I'm going to put out. See you in the next video.